Okay, and here's the seat 3A. I'll be facing backwards again for takeoff. Really, there's nothing sort of different in the suites that hasn't been shown a million times before. This one has the light colour versus the dark colour that I had last time. I like 3A and 4. One thing I had heard, and I've got to say it's absolutely right, the announcements actually just never stop waiting for takeoff. Everyone comes on and has a go at it. Like, I think all the staff come on and introduce themselves. You got them in the different languages, Arabic and English, obviously. But yeah, they just, you maybe get a couple of minutes where there isn't an announcement coming over the speakers, and you get a bit of time where you haven't got these voices coming at you the whole time. So it is one of the interesting things is that you do have a huge amount of announcements on an Etihad flight.
We would also like you to make sure that your belongings, including your cash and valuables, are kept with you at all times during the flight. Thank you.
Quite a few number of teas, as you can see. I think you have about 12 different ones. As I was saying before, the thing I really like about these centre seats is the fact you get the 3 portholes, and also, as I've shown before, you get these interconnecting suites as well, which is terrific. So again, just a beautiful product to fly in, and the service is fantastic. The seat is extremely wide. I find it quite soft to sit on, and I know some people say that it doesn't recline very much, but I find when you're in the sitting position, you want to recline it. It goes to a really nice angle, and really, if you want to lie down and be a bit flatter, you just get them to make up the bed for you. So who can ask for anything more? Just to give you an idea of the width of the seat, because it's really hard to tell in some of the videos, but I'm a fairly large guy at 6'1" and fairly wide legs, and you can see just so much space. You're nearly rolling around in it, and the leather is quite beautiful, really soft. Really feels quite nice to sit in. You don't sweat and get sticky with it. You've got controls everywhere. I mean, it's just got so many controls as far as the windows, the lights. You find them in all different spots, and you've got plenty of space here at the side. You've got the lighting, plenty of space to put your computer or different types of things you might be traveling with beyond your armrest, so nice and comfortable. You've got the table in here. I know you've got other controls within the areas that I haven't even looked at. I think this is interesting. I haven't tried an HDMI connection through the TV, which is rather quite large and a great screen. And one thing I found on this flight, which I was looking for last time, was when they make you bed and they pull the TV out from the wall so it's facing you, say your head's up this way, looking down. I wanted to put the TV away and I could not figure out how to do it. And then on this flight, when I was standing up, I basically saw where the buttons were. They're here at the end to right there at the bottom, that you can adjust the TV back into the wall. But if you have this down, I can tell you I missed it completely, and I was sitting there trying to get this TV back in for a fair time. In the end, I gave up. Just for anyone that's wondering, I've got a fairly large carry-on. It fitted under here quite well, so I've heard sometimes it can be a bit of a tighter fit, but they're keeping the blankets there. So you've got 2 areas to store here, down in this area, and where I put my bag at the end. But I was able to close it with no problems, and now just waiting for takeoff. And there we have a touch screen control there as well, but I'm rediscovering where the different controls are. So there's another one in this left-hand section of the chair. Looking at the TV screen, you can see some of the movies on offer today. I'll show you a little run through of the latest releases, but ones I haven't seen are Logan, Beauty and the Beast, John Wick Chapter 2, Fist Fight, don't know what that's about, Collateral Beauty, and the Lego Batman movie. So looking at here, you've got here's the new releases. Going through Gold, Why Him, Hidden Figures, which is a very good movie. Miss Sloane, My Night, Monster Calls, The Founder, Good Old Vin, Rogue One, Hacksaw Ridge. If you haven't seen that, it's fantastic. Passengers, Assassin's Creed, Trolls, and there is the last three. So they're the ones that Etihad for this flight says are the latest releases. So I'm not going to take you through what else is there in the TV shows, but that gives you an idea of the movies that are on this flight. You've also got the lounge and grill menu, and I must say I've taken advantage of this on a couple of the flights. Particularly the steaks are wonderful. For lunch today, I've gone with the chef's special, which is a braised beef cheek. So he said it was really wonderful in comparison, say, with the Wagyu and so on. So always interesting to ask the chef what the special is before you make up your mind. The menu today, here's the a la carte menu, and you know, from what I've read, the Golf and the Z is supposed to be fabulous. The lamb biryani is supposed to be fantastic. Excuse my pronunciations. Date souffle, that sounds interesting. And you've got the usual things, the snacks, lounge snacks. Yeah, this is a breakfast. It's leaving 9:30 in the morning. Now we're flying obviously during May. Ramadan's just started, but for anyone that wondered, as I did, alcohol is still served on the plane at any time you wish, so it does make a difference. And guess what? Lisa has joined me for lunch. There she is. So
like glamorous pajamas. You didn't put yours
pajamas, yeah. This is what's called the Golf Mesa, if I'm mispronouncing it, and Lisa asked for a lovely salad as an entree. It wasn't on the menu. Now we're having a palate cleanser, which is cucumber and mint, which looks absolutely beautiful. So here is the beef cheek that I'm having for lunch, and Lisa's steak with those chippies and garlic.
Fritz.
Fritz, really.